shoved its face in his. Maybe O'Neill would get lucky. Maybe his life wouldn't be defined like John's had been by what he'd found in that King's Cross bedroom. Innocent and guilty alike carried along in a whirlpool of blood until you crawled out knowing you could never identify yourself again as one of the pure.
Electricity bill for Mr. and Mrs. Rentich.
Barker hovering at the kitchen doorway, fanning an envelope. The ambulance crew bustling in. John said, "Mike, upstairs, look for the knife." Barker moved. John already heading outside. The knot of bodies out front had expanded. "Is the neighbour here?" John to Everett, who had improved from white to cream. A nod at a stocky woman, 40s, a frizz of black hair, in conversation with two other women and a man, all sucking Rothmans. "Excuse me?" John crooked his finger at her. "How is she?" The woman's lip trembling. John ignored that, looked for privacy. "Which is your place?" The woman signalled. Bugger. Right where the crowd was. John led her to the car, the doors still open how they'd left it astride the footpath. "You are?"
"Liz Hawkley."
"What did you see?"
"First I heard them, rowing. A bad one this time, I could tell. Then there was a scream. I ran out the front. He rushed past me."
"He?"
"Alan, the husband. He was carrying a bread knife. He headed that way."
She pointed south. The radio crackled. A man armed with a knife had just entered the brewery, 200 yards from here. No coincidence. Easier on foot. John ran. It wasn't till he got there that the terror gripped him. A killer Kowalski claw hold in his gut. Workers were leaking out of a side entrance. "Anybody see him?" John fighting panic by yelling. "It looked like he was heading for the barrel room." John got directions, stepped into darkness. A few stragglers passing him the opposite way, running, his ears humming now. He fought it. Crossed through the first room, just an open space storeroom with crates and metal machinery. His hand went to his revolver. That should have helped, but it didn't. All he could think of was the last time he tried to play hero, winding up bound, naked, a madman's plaything. He took a right down the corridor, then cut left. Didn't pass anybody this time. The sounds of fellow humans grew distant. The corridor ended, the keg room to his right. Cavernous and dark. Just one big overhead fluoro mid-room that didn't lick the darkest reaches. Concrete floor, wooden beams, the smell of hops and mouldy timber and stacks of steel kegs like the bared teeth of an Alsatian. Rows of them. The gun was in John's shaky hand. More than a year, but he still wasn't ready for this. Edging ahead. "Rentich? Police!" Pleased his voice sounded stronger than he would have guessed. No idea if there was a way out of the room besides the way he'd entered. "Come out now with your hands up. I am armed and ready to use my gun if necessary. Just come on out. Throw down your weapon and we can sort this out." Inching forward, steel kegs on his right floor to ceiling. To his left, pallets and forklifts. That side, enough light to show as clear. He crept towards the blackest pools near the wall opposite where he had entered. He stopped. Listened. "Alan, come on." Nothing. Moving deeper now, so the only light was on his back. His eyes growing more accustomed. A metallic sound somewhere to his right behind this first row of kegs. He moved fast to the end of the line, stopped, tensed, took a breath, and swung round the end barrel, revolver pointing the way. Another row of barrels on his left. A narrow valley path between the two walls of metal kegs now. Very dark. "Come out, Al. Come on." Slowly advancing. One step. Two. Movement to his left, a shape. His finger started to pull the trigger. Stopped. "Did I kill her?" Too dark to see anything but a darker mass at the heart of the darkness. He hadn't expected that reaction. Almost timid. "No, mate. You cut her up bad, but she can make it. The ambos got there quick." He could see just enough to make out the knife. He was getting dizzy now. Shit. "Throw it down, Al."